We're going to use the bricks that Colon used. I have a great effect idea with these. We're going to layer the ground with them first. Actually, you know what? This would be so much easier if I just took them and I started grouping them already, just on this line. Why is 11 free? I hate that. I'm just going to keep it there and then delete it afterwards. So we have 22, 23, all the way up. I think to the ceiling, just because. Actually, no, maybe not to the ceiling. Now I'm just going to copy paste these objects across, which is going to create this brick texture all the way through, which is obviously not what we want. Just going to start selecting these. It's somewhat random just to be removed, just so we have a cool little thing here. So let me just cook for a second. So I have these objects just here now, and they look kind of strange. They're kind of randomly placed, I guess. I think it looks cool, and it will look cool once it's all done. I'm just going to patch up a few weird looking spots here. All right, we should be good now. Let's start off with 2 on the Y, and these are going to go on a bounce out movement. I'm going to give it a 0.25. I'm going to copy paste, and then 23 is going to go. But I think I'm going to make that like a half space thing. So it's going to be 22, then 23. But 23 is going to move 4, and then 24 is going to move 6. And what it's going to do is it's going to bump up the bricks in like a wavy effect. Don't think I can show it without it being done in full. So let's just set this up with maybe a little bit longer of a movement. So now they all land with like this little gap between them. And I'm going to set up a movement before they even end, which is going to move them back down. And I'm going to put this on a sign in out that's going to be a bit longer, of like a 1. Trying to sync it to the music that these things just fly up and go back down. Might also be doing a scaling effect for each one. This should be pretty simple if I just divide by 2, maybe even 1.5, just so it's not a full size change. I guess just a cheeky little one, you know? I think it's interesting. It just doesn't have the right easing to go back in, I think. I'm just going to mirror exactly what's going on with the other side, but with scales. So I like that. I think it's cool. Let's just do the looping thing using group number 11. We spawn it here on spawn ordered, and then we choose a point that we want it to loop. We make it spawn ordered, and then we make this the trigger that spawned itself. Now as we go through, these bricks should dance. I fell off the screen. I don't know. We're just adding like a little rippling effect for these bricks. Let's just copy paste, build helper the entire thing. This is going to move everything onto brand new groups. So I basically have a second effect here that I'm going to delay. So let's just make this movement last longer. For example, this scale can be quicker though. I don't know. I'm just trying out different things here. Maybe it cannot divide as much just so it shows more of the block. Maybe it can last a little bit longer. Just tiny little tweaks to the second set. I love that, dude. That looks so good. Yo, I nailed this. Then one more build helper for the road, guys. Let's just put it on 12. Build helper. I want to put a layer in front of them, actually. They can probably scale down. So let's just flip the order that these multiply and divide. I don't know. Anyway, let's just delete a set of these. There we go. So now we just have this textured brick effect. I think this is awesome. This is one of the coolest things I've made as a background in a while, I think.